Yo, what's up, everybody? I have a few things I'm just about to yap about. And the first one being, this goes for anyone watching. If you are trying to do something like very special in your life, like achieve something greater than just money and fame, okay? And you're really trying to achieve something. At some point in your journey, whether it's a few months in or a few years, and whenever you start seeing some success, you're gonna have people that hate on you. Because they're envious, and envy always comes from below, okay? Anyone that is talking bad about you is always below you and wants something that you have. And so, recently, I guess, I've came to this realization, and guys, look at this car. This car's silly. It's a green light. Like, yield, turn left, and he isn't going. Anyways, recently, I've kind of noticed that a lot of envy comes from people that are below you, and that as soon as you start winning, people really do that, whether it's like literally people you don't know online, or it's like your friends, whatever. Like, it happens, okay? It's a human trait, and honestly a tendency that most people have. And so you have to understand that Jesus Christ, the perfect human who never sinned, was hated and killed for being perfect. And if Jesus was hated and killed and crucified for it, you will be hated because you are not perfect. I'm no saint. I've done bad things in my life. I've sinned before. I'm not a perfect person. And so it makes sense for me to be hated. It makes sense for you to be hated by people. And even if you have a 99% people who love you and support you, you're still going to have people that hate you. Like, look at Sam Sulek, probably one of the most lovable people on earth, low-key. And people sometimes still hate on him, and it's always because of envy and jealousy. And so I don't know who you are, I don't know who's watching this, but if you're trying to achieve something, okay, and you're putting yourself out on the internet, understand that at some level you're going to get hate, and you have to persevere past it. It almost got to me like a few weeks ago when I first started getting hate, I guess, when my personal brand, when the name Ben Fashani started growing on Twitter and on YouTube. It almost got to me, And like, there were days, where I'd go to sleep knowing that there were genuinely a few people out there who hated me, and it's hard, but you kind of just got to push past it. And like now, even more recently, like yesterday, the day before that, I figured out about, I guess, like a group or a community or people online that aren't too fond of me. And I looked at them and I was like, wait, these are people that I don't want to be like. Like, if you have to look directly at someone that you don't want to be like and genuinely do the exact opposite of them. And so when I realized these people like didn't like me or hated me, I know hated's a strong term, but didn't like me, okay? Weren't fond of me or whatever. When I realized that, I actually was happy, because if this group of people like me, that means I'd be doing something wrong. Like not a good group of people, not anybody I would ever inspire or like want to look at as a role model figure. And so I say this, like, if you like genuinely, if you don't have a personal brand, or if you're trying to grow a personal brand, envision someone in your mind that you don't want to be like, and just learn from them. Learn from their mistakes, or learn from their, actions. Because that will genuinely take you... Phone cut out there, guys. Sorry about that. For example, yesterday, I was watching Sebastian Georgiou, who is like, I guess, my life mentor. Like, just, I don't think he knows this, but like a guy that I really look up to. And, I guess a friend of mine now as well, but I was watching a video of him, and he was talking about, like, you wouldn't take marriage advice from somebody who's gone through 5 divorces, would you? Right? You could get advice from them on, I guess, like, how to get divorced, but you can't take marriage advice from them, just as you can't take fitness advice from somebody who's obese, or you can't take advice on how to be, I guess, a holy man from somebody who's, not holy. I know I'm yapping, but hear me out. I try and paint a picture of 2 people that I want to be like in my life, right? 2 people that inspire me, or one person that's inspired me and one person that inspires me to do the exact opposite of them. So I look at Sebastian, I like that guy. I have a lot of respect for him. He's done very well. He's had great character development, and I look at him, and that's somebody I want to be like, right? I really look up to the guy. And I look at somebody else. And there are a few people that I can look at actually, and I won't name them, but there's a few people that I can look at and I'm like, I want to be the exact opposite of them. That means I have to build the exact opposite of a community as them, like the exact opposite of a community as them, right? I have to not act like them. I have to not say the things that they're saying because I've seen their life and I wouldn't want their life because I would be unhappy, right? And so think of someone, or maybe don't, do what you want, but like, if you're chasing for something, think about someone that inspired you, okay? And then think about someone that you just don't want to be like. And, like, commonly, I'll just be at the gym, okay? And I'm like, I throw a piece of paper into the trash can and I miss. And I'm like, oh, okay. I have to go pick that up, but I don't want to pick it up. Oh, okay, what would Jesus do? Oh, Jesus would pick it up. Okay, I'm gonna go pick it up, right? So it's kind of like that concept. I know I'm yapping. I know I sound stupid. I feel like when I film these videos, I genuinely feel like I lose consciousness. It's really funny. Like, I don't remember even filming my first YouTube video. Anyways, guys, don't let hate get to you. If you're doing something, people are always going to hate you. And you've probably noticed this in yourself. You probably genuinely have envy for somebody else out there because it's a human trait. It happens to us, okay? And you have to recognize that, okay? Like, if there's someone out there that you envy and they're genuinely a good person, you got to fix your own mental, okay? There's something missing mentally, some framework that you're missing that you got to work on, and you have to be truthful to yourself about it, okay? Like, sometimes I look at kids my age that have a ton of money and a lot of success, and I'm like, God, like, I'm wishing down on them so I can go up. And it's like, wait, that's the wrong mentality. Like, I should look at them and study them, see what they've done. And you know what they've done always is that they just didn't give up. Persistence and consistency. I made a post on Twitter yesterday that went viral. I was just talking about like how to scale from 1 to 5K days, okay? Because it's something I've done and I know how to do it. And so I made a post and somebody's like, how to go from 0 to 1. The answer, persistency. Phone cut out there again. Okay, the difference between me and these people is simply that they've been doing it for longer and that they've just persevered and they've been consistent with it, showing up every single day. And so it's wrong for me to look at them and envy and try and tear them down, right? And so that's a mental framework that I had to work on, because these are people I would love to hang out with. I would love to have a conversation with them. They're my age, they're financially successful, and they built a personal brand. And so it's like, wow, that's something I want to do. Why would I ever try and bring them down? And so when someone is trying to bring them down, you have to understand where they are in that life. And if someone's trying to bring you down, you probably would look at them and be like, I don't want to be like them, okay? So, Yap Session, Ben Yapicini. Fuck, that's so